guys, and welcome back to International History, Chapter 4.3. Almost done. We're almost there. Okay. One more chapter to go after this, and it's over. So, this is about the Chinese Communist Party. Let's just get straight into it, guys. So, I know I went over this in my last video, but we're gonna go over it again because we're going a little bit more in depth into the Long March. So, the Long March was, well, the CCP was getting attacked by the Kuomintang. Um, and so they decide to surrender and march all the way to Yenin. Now, Yenin is this little place here, just covered in like mountains and stuff. And so it's this little kind of like isolated town. You know, I make it look big. Oops, even though I make it kind of look bigger than drawings, it's a little like isolated town. And so here come the communists. And throughout the whole like march, they were helpful to every town they passed through, all the villages, because there's a bunch of poor people in China. So as helping out the little towns and stuff. Um, they sorry, they eventually get to Yenin, and they turn them. They're like, wow, the communists are such great people. We should be communists too. So they turn them into communists, and Mao has a dictatorship. So let's talk about that. So when they get into Yenin, he wants everything greatly, but he also kills anyone that doesn't disagree with him. So and it's very like isolated, so no outside information about them is true. And he very much controls the media of what is and what is not happening. Okay, he he gets these people like the USA. You get people from Britain. You get people from France. All to come. He's like, hey guys, come look at how great we're doing in Yenin. But so they have like a tour around Yenin. Um, but the tour is all given by him. All the information of what's happening in this little communist state is given and approved by him. Which I don't know if you guys know this. Modern day North Korea. I know I'm going a little off topic. In modern day North Korea, it's the same thing. You could do a tour of it, but it's all controlled by the dictator. Because oops, Mao Zedong is a dictator. Let's go to the next little slide. So the unpopularity of Chiang Kai-shek's KMT. Now, you guys remember this guy, Chiang Kai-shek? He runs the KMT, and then he goes a bunch of people, and not many people like him. There's quite a few reasons for this. Actually, it's like, as he started killing a bunch of communists, a bunch of his like, sorry, a bunch of like the people just started like supporting him doing the stop supporting him during the purification movement. And while it was kind of like a good government, it wasn't like fully like they made a bunch of laws, but like none of the laws like were that, how do I say, like um not secure, but they were like not very uh shoot, what's the word? Like they weren't being watched, like they weren't being enforced. That was the word, enforced. Um, so they also realized that most of the laws and for the land that the KMT owns is to help the rich. To cater to the rich, to help the rich, the workers aren't cared about, the peasants aren't cared about. So people get mad and they stop supporting them. And that was fast. You guys may think that's all of 4.3. That's basically it. Yeah, it's just, I mean, we could talk about the impact of war with Japan really quickly because remember there was a, because that also goes into the unpopularity of the KMT. Where do you guys remember Japan taking over Manchuria, and also like Japan's first and second Sino-Japanese war, and China lost because Japan was modernized. yeah, this led to a total, even more messed up way of government for the KMT and all of China, basically. But that's it. That's the end of China. That's it. That's all we know. Goodbye, guys. Thank you for watching. Come back later for the next video.